All right, so should you buy a Hobie Kayak? I think this is a question that every shore angler has asked himself probably at least once in their lifetime. I've personally been debating it for 3 to 4 years now, and I finally went ahead and got one. It's a pretty big investment, so I figured as a first-time Hobie owner, I'd pro-con in like a realistic fashion, like what it means to have a Hobie Kayak. I'm going to say right off the bat that the pros highly outweigh the cons. I'm very happy with this purchase, and I really think it's well worth the money. But that is one of the major cons, is that these kayaks are very expensive, and I think most people already know that. I bought mine used. I decided that's the route I wanted to go. But if you want to get a brand new Hobie Kayak, you are looking at thousands of dollars. So that's definitely an obvious con. And really, the only other con I can think of is that these are big, seaworthy crafts, so naturally they're kind of hard to transport. Very doable with a truck, but I think if you're trying to throw one of these on your roof, you might have a little difficulty. Alright, so this is the Pro Angler 14. I bought this used, so I didn't buy it full price, but the new Pro Angler 14s, I think they retail close to $5,000. So this is not, definitely not a cheap investment. This is 14 feet long and 120 pounds. So if you don't have these wheels for transport, there is no way you're going to be able to carry this and move it around with any kind of ease. So yeah, with Hobies, you gotta have all the bells and whistles pretty much to be able to fully be able to use it. And they don't come equipped with these. That's all extra money. So that's just something to keep in mind, is that you're probably going to have to spend more than the original buying price. And like I said, this is 120 pounds. So I have a truck, so I can just throw it in the bed and ratchet strap it. But I can't imagine if you have to put this on the roof of a car. There is no way you'd just be able to do it with one person. You would definitely need an extra hand. So it's hard to move. That's definitely a downside of it. But what's cool about the Pro Angler 14 is just how actually wide it is. This is pretty much like a mini boat deck. So when you're out in the water, you have a ton of space. You're really comfortable. You can stand up, you can move around. So it's a really comfortable craft once you find a way to, you know, be able to transport it back and forth. All right, so I'm gonna show you how a Hobie works from an operational standpoint out here. I was out here togging this morning, no luck, so might as well break this down. It's pretty straightforward, but honestly, if you've never been on a Hobie before, it takes a little bit to get used to. So this is the most important part, debatably. This is the pedal drive. It's really easy to take in and out. This is what obviously propels you, moves you forward. I have an older version, so I can't go backwards, but the newer ones, apparently you can go backwards. And once the drive's in, all you do is kick. Kind of like riding a bike. It's the best way I can describe it. And I'm going against the wind and the tide right now. And you can see I'm moving at a pretty decent clip. Definitely way faster than I could with a paddle. But I kind of had the misconception that with the pedal drive, I'd be able to like cover miles and miles and like not even break a sweat. It's definitely not the case. You can definitely cover a lot more ground a lot faster, with a lot less effort, but you do get tired after a while. See, I'm a little out of breath right now. So definitely keep that in mind. It's not as easy as I thought, especially with the Pro Angler. I mean, this is a huge, heavy boat. I'm sure with the Revolution, the Outbacks, you could probably go faster and longer, but it takes a toll on you after a while. But that being said, I can cover so much more ground. All right, gotta drop it down, get as close to this as possible. A little tough without an anchor, but I think I can finesse it. Yep. Oh yeah, man, these things are really easy to handle. Oh, that was kind of the man after that one. That was that was perfect. All right, and although the Pro Angler is heavy and really big, there's a reason for that, because it's sturdy. And that's probably my favorite thing about this particular brand of Hobie Kayak. I can stand up with absolutely no worries in the world. I can go side to side. I'm not worried about flipping. I could throw casts right now if I wanted to. It's an extremely safe kayak. You'd kind of have to be knucklehead, in my opinion, to fall or flip on one of these. That's probably the best part about the Pro Angler series itself, is just how roomy, safe, and comfortable these are. They're heavy, yeah. They're big, yeah. There's a reason for that. It creates a safe craft. So if you have the ability to transport it, I recommend the Pro Angler. So yeah, I'll demonstrate how, let me get my pole. There's not many kayaks in which you can stand up and throw a cast comfortably. So this is a pretty sick craft. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I just really wanted to give a quick, honest review. So hopefully if you're on the fence, maybe this will push you in one way or other. Honestly, I'd factor in how much you actually plan on using it, and if you have an easy way to transport it. And if you think it's worth the money, I highly recommend you go for it, because you're not going to be disappointed.